A lot of big box stores right now, consumers do not understand degree of hook, and so they don't advertise it on any of the packages. So for example, this 10-inch 40 tooth blade is not advertised that it's a 15-degree hook, even though it's just for general construction or general purpose. You can see that I've used this, and this is the result of using this on a miter saw, where every tip is burned because it wants to try to skate on top of the piece instead of actually cut. They tell you that it's good for miter saws, sliding miter saws, and table saws, but these aggressive hook angles, like these 15 degrees, are no good in this type of a saw. What you can see there is when this was coming down, these teeth are literally trying to ride on top of that piece of wood. So it's trying to skate. And what'll happen is that it's going to want to lift this wood up. It's not holding this to the fence. That should be holding it to the fence. But because that blade angle, it's literally just pushing it down. It's not going to want to go here. It's just pushing down only. Would you want to buy one for your miter saw? Probably not, right? What Ridge does is we make sure that they're manufacturing the blades appropriately for the type of equipment that you're using. So you're never going to have a radial saw manufactured blade by Ridge that's going to have anything that's going to be over 5 degrees. 5 degrees, 0 degree, -2 or -5. A lot of professional contractors prefer more negative because they get a smoother finish when they're doing finish work. Ready for a smooth cut? So now you can see that these teeth are literally almost standing up, like north to south, and they're not wanting to skate across. What you see here is these teeth now are going to want to come into the wood, and actually, as these teeth are going to hit this part of the wood here, it's going to want to try to then put it into the fence. So it's going to push it this way instead of wanting to skate across and then make it all jittery. So you can see here, this isn't exactly the straightest piece of wood, but this is going to hold it in. Now, you don't want to use a radial saw that's manufactured for these, like the RS11040 that's on this one right now. You can't use this one on a regular table saw because the angle of that hook is not big enough. Because this actually has that negative degree, when you go to put that on a table saw, you're going to actually get lift on a table saw. You want that aggressive hook on a table saw to bring that material down on top of the table. Getting the right blades manufactured for the right equipment, because it can be really frustrating for people that are using these for projects and they don't understand why this cut on this blade is not performing as it should. It performs well on a table saw, but with all these burnt tips, this was only used on a miter saw. So it was a very frustrating project with all the writing on top of the materials.